Hey everybody, here with another Meet the Band lesson, this time on clarinet. So, the clarinet part actually has two parts. There's the first clarinet and the second clarinet. Hopefully you remember which one you're supposed to play, and if you don't, it's okay. Just pick one, it'll be fine. So, I'm going to go over both parts and remind you of a few notes as we go along. So, here's first clarinet right at the beginning, the first four measures. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, first clarinet part includes the note B flat, which we call the pinchy B flat because you pinch these two keys together, the thumb key, the register key, and your A key right there. Pinch those two, and that's a B flat. It goes like this. So the second measure is pinchy B flat, A, then G, like this. And then from there, I'm sorry. And that's the ending there. Now, going on from there, the second clarinet part doesn't use those high notes, doesn't use that high B flat. Instead, it uses lower notes. It has the low B flat, which is just like a C, thumb, 1, 2, 3, with your first finger there. And then has a low A after that. We'll talk about that in a second. So, here's the second clarinet part at the beginning. It sounds like this. So, the third measure there, C, B flat, C, B flat, A. When you get to A, you add that next finger on your right hand. Now, it's very important when you play those low notes, the stuff with your right hand, you have to make sure that all of these fingers that are supposed to be covered on your left hand are covered properly, okay? Because look what happens. If I put a little leak there in my second finger, I'm going to squeak all over the place. Same thing down here, my third finger. Nothing's going to happen, okay? So, the thumb is even worse. Leaks cause squeaks, okay? So, make sure you get all your fingers covered on your left hand before you start playing those right hand notes, okay? So, going on from there, you play the same thing a bunch of times. Whether you're on first or second, doesn't matter. You play those four measures a bunch of times. When we get to measure 21, okay, we have our section feature. Clarinets and saxophones have a feature section together, okay? Now, conveniently for our purposes here, the first clarinet and the second clarinet parts are identical at measure 21. So, I'm going to play measure 21, and I'm going to stop at measure 28, and I'm going to show you a couple things in there as we go along. Lots of low notes here, okay? So, watch my fingers and listen. This is 21. Okay, so notice the last, well, let's look at the third measure first. You have two half notes. One is an A, a low A, which you had at the very beginning if you play second, okay? And if you play first, it's low A, okay? Which is just like a C, thumb, 1, 2, 3, plus the first two fingers on your right hand. A. Go ahead and play that. Ready? Go. And then a G. All you do is you add your third finger. Here's a G. Ready? Play it. Here, listen to it first. Now play it. Ready? And. That's it. Okay, so that measure, the third measure of 21, goes like this. And that's it. Okay? As you go along, same kind of thing. Two measures before 29, you have some weird notes. The very first note in there is a B natural. Now, there's two ways to play B natural. The way that you probably first learned it is with your second finger like this. And then you would play B flat, and then G, and then F. Okay, we'll talk about that in a minute. Instead of playing your B natural like this with your second finger and having to do this little maneuver, which just invites lots of catastrophe, especially if you're trying to play quickly, I want you to play it the special way. We're going to play it with what we call the banana key. If you look between these two fingers, you can see there's a little key that kind of looks like a banana. It's little and curved. Okay? We're going to play like a B flat with the first finger and that key. Okay? B flat with the banana key. And that makes a B natural. So, that measure looks like this. B natural here. Oh, mine's sticking. Hang on a minute. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, that last measure, the very last note, the bar before 29, is a low F. The way you play a low F is exactly like a G, and you add this key right here. It's the very bottom in the front. Okay, see how there's 4 keys here? Okay, it's the very bottom one in the front. This guy right there, and that's all of them together, and that's a low F. Go ahead and play a low F. Very good. Let's try 21, and we'll stop at 29. Play with me this time. Here we go. One, two, 1, 2, here we go. Pretty good. As always, feel free to pause the video, back it up, play along with me, all that stuff, whatever you need to do. Hey, great job today. I'll see you next time.